Greetings from Richmond, Virginia, the capital of the Confederacy during the Civil War. I thought it appropriate to share some staggering insights that I've seen, the parallels between Abraham Lincoln and Donald Trump. Now, Abraham Lincoln, as you know, was elected in 1860, and a few months later, a civil war broke out. And it was a very difficult time in America, and Lincoln called America a house divided. And in one of his speeches, he said, "A house divided cannot stand." Well, I think the parallels are we are extremely house divided in this nation at this time. And I was prompted to do this video about 6 weeks ago or so when I was watching some of the footage on the impeachment trial. And when you were in the Congress, you had people talking over each other, people were on their phones, people were absent, they weren't paying attention to what the other people were saying, talking over each other, and it just was kind of comical in the sense of, is this a real trial or is this a farce? And then I realized this is a house divided. So that's when the parallels started to strike me about the Civil War with Abraham Lincoln and Donald Trump. So we were indeed a nation divided back in the Civil War days. But the interesting thing is Abraham Lincoln was unmoved by public opinion. And Donald Trump is unmoved by public opinion. But I think both of them were moved by a higher calling. And it's similar to Joshua chapter 5, where Joshua's going to enter the promised land. And he sees a man, an Ish, standing at the end of Joshua 5. He's standing there. And Joshua says, "Are you for us or for our adversaries?" And the man says, "No, I'm the captain of the Lord of hosts." And Joshua falls down. He says, "What do you want me to do?" And the man says, "Take off your shoes, for this is holy ground." So we're not given any more dialogue in that moment. But the point is, it's not that Lincoln was pro-North, anti-South. It's not like Trump is pro-Republican, anti-Democrat. Trump is for a higher calling like Lincoln was. And he's marching to the beat of a different drum. And I'm submitting that he is not being moved by public opinion because it's too much full of discord. So during the Civil War, the North and the South were both praying for victory. How is God going to answer that prayer? And it's striking to me that when Lincoln got in office, people called him the devil, people called him Satan, and they were just really full of accusation. Same thing with Donald Trump. But one thing I've noticed, my wife pointed this out right after Trump was elected. In Luke 2:35, Simeon is talking about the birth of the Christ child. He picks him up and says, "This child is destined for the fall and rising of many in Israel, that the thoughts of many hearts will be revealed." That is what I would like to submit. I have seen more thoughts revealed in this election of Donald Trump during this presidency than I think. And I think it's partially because there's so much more opportunity, but also the thoughts of many hearts are being revealed and exposed. Now, the thing that you have to look at is I think Donald Trump is standing for something greater than just a Republican victory. He's standing for the greatness of the nation. And it is still the United States of America. Even as divided as they are still the United States. And that's what he's standing for. He wants to make America great again. And I think what the media is portraying is you need eyes to see behind that. And you'll see that Trump is standing for something greater, just like Abraham Lincoln was, the preservation of the Union. So I submit that Lincoln was reelected during the Civil War. He wasn't even on the ballot in most of the states of the South, but he won with 40% of the vote. And I really believe that we're up for a second election, a second term with Donald Trump, and I believe he will be victorious, just like Abraham Lincoln was, because he is submitted to a higher calling. It's not a matter of red versus blue. It's a matter of what is the call on this man's life as our leader.